I just feel ridiculous in a really cool way. Hello and welcome back to Stop Hannah Time. I hope you all had a good weekend. It's the weekly vlog where I get to tell you about what the hell's going on, not only on the channel but also in my life. I'm also thinking of restarting the Q&A. Now I have a little bit more time to spend on it, so I think the best way of doing that is doing what Kim does and doing a roundup Q&A. So as always, do let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. Would you prefer to have it as part of this video? And of course, do chuck those questions in the comments as well. And of course, any games, any suggestions for games as well, although you can also chuck those in the subreddit, which is in the video description. Basically, just send me words. So the big thing to talk about today is you'll notice that the room layout has changed. I have done a big move around of everything. So those of you who know live stream stuff will know that normally this bookcase is in the background. Not anymore. My desk is now in front of a window, which means more natural light. I have two giant diffuser lights, which are like up here, which add to that. So it means that if it's a grey, gloomy afternoon, you guys don't have to worry if I'm live streaming because you'll still be able to see me. So that's good. Yeah, I've just moved stuff around, to be honest. Like, it was something we needed to do. The room didn't feel inviting anyway. It was just when we moved in, put it all somewhere so I can work. So this took like a whole day to rearrange, but I'm pretty happy. I've got like my Pokemon pictures from Game Tea up there. I think I'm going to put my Batman Most Wanted from the Arkham Origins like up on that wall. There's loads of bare wall space in here, which is great because I also have behind me, if I can move my chair, this, which is my fan art wall. Now I have a load more that needs to go up. It's just finding the right frames because the Assassin's Creed one, which is by Chris Straver, I think, there's a few of those, so it'd be nice to try and match them. And then there's a few, I'm sure I've got some others, but the idea is the wall's just going to be a little bit higgledy-piggledy mishmash of pictures, and it'd be cool. I've also got my sentry turret and my portal gun, and then some assassin shit, and my Pip-Boy that's down there. So I've had a really quite active weekend being a homeowner, doing homeownery jobs, which is very weird. I'm not used to that. Normally I have like a weekend off because of being so busy, and then next weekend is just the same. So yeah, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen with houses, but at the same time it's ticked off my list of things, so my stress level is kind of coming down a bit. I can also start Advent up again. Holy fuck. Like, I'm so sorry to everyone who's gone like, is Advent still happening? Yes, it's still happening. I have got to do it all. And then we can do the garage as well, because currently we've got a big chest of drawers in there and all the Advent stuff's in there, because we were like, we need to put it somewhere safe where it's not going to get damaged. Let's put it all in there until there's room to like bring a drawer in and take it all apart. So apologies to everyone with Advent. That is next priority. It's next priority. I mean, the garage roof's falling down and and the loft isn't boarded, but those are both things I can't physically fix. So I'll be doing Advent instead, I guess. Anyway, so that's that. Also, the next big exciting thing to talk to you about is this baby. Yeah, this baby, it's so lovely. It's gonna mess up my makeup, or I could just wear it like this, which makes me feel a bit like a Ghostbuster. It's really heavy, like my eyes are going, that's a nice picture. We'll use that as the thumbnail. But yeah, so I'm super excited for being like a massive tool in my virtual reality world. And I might do camera, I don't know. My webcam's playing up currently, so we'll have to make that work before the next stream. I quite like it like that. I do feel a bit like a Ghostbuster. And I do also have, I'm delighted to say, an Oculus in the post. Now, they're both huge purchases, like big deal purchases. But when you're doing what I do, I haven't even taken the plastic off. When you do what I do and you work from home, it makes sense to do big one-off purchases like this because it's for the company. Like, I wouldn't have normally done this. But yeah, the dispatch times were so quick for both This is totally the time if you did want to get one, get it now, especially, at least in the UK, the dispatch times are quick. But also there is so much stuff coming towards the end of the year, kicking off in like August, I think, that I wanted to have the facilities to do it. So now I do. Now we can do virtual reality from home. It's also going to help us out immensely when we get that multiplayer content later in the year, because it means that the one at the office can be utilised by someone else in the group. So it totally makes sense. But yeah, if you've been waiting to donate to the live streams that I do, this is probably the time, because I need to recoup about £1,000 to pay for all this. But that's I expected it. I expected a big bulk purchase. It's a company thing. Now I've got them. They're not going to implode like next week. They're not one-off uses. So yeah, like it's a mixed bag, but I think ultimately it's going to be really fucking cool. Even if it's just me on Elite Dangerous, like on my weekend going, I'm crashing. So I am really excited for that. I'm already looking at games. I've seen one or two that I wanted to try, and there seems to be more and more single player adventure stuff coming out of the woodwork for VR that is totally up my street. So this is the time to buy. Anyway, moving on to other content. Very glad to hear that people are enjoying Inside. I will finish it off this week. I'm also filming something tomorrow, which is a little bit spoopy with some people. It might be related to a film franchise. You'll have to watch this space, but I think that's going to be really cool. Chrissa and Kath and I are trying to do more forest, although the forest is broken, so we're probably going to switch it up to Ark. But it's the same format, so like most of you guys, that when I tweeted about it, most of you guys went, frankly, it's the group chemistry, so I don't really mind. We've also got something else planned. We might be looking a little bit at Payday 2, and yeah, there's just loads of multiplayer games alongside all this single player content that I'm also doing as well, and hopefully more streams. Yeah, so it's hopefully going to be a good couple of months for just variety. So I've like powered through all of that stuff, which is brilliant. Now we can talk about the big subject of the week, which is Pokemon Go. It still isn't out in the UK, but no one cares because we've all cracked the damn thing anyway. So yeah, not only have Nintendo failed to communicate with their fan base about when the regions unlock, not only did they not supply enough servers, despite the fact that it was clearly going to be a massive hit on release. I'm not surprised because they don't seem to be in touch with anyone. And they've also not realised that everyone can fucking get hold of the game already and it's not out. I have it, everyone at work has it. Like, it's not rocket science on how to install it, Nintendo. So great job on that. Great job on like region locking. I mean, it's just absurd in this day and age. If you're going to do a worldwide app like that, it's for Pokemon as well, you have to do it all on day one. There's no excuse. It's just shit. It's just really bad. It's just really bad customer service. Like, what were you thinking? On the plus side, the servers do seem to be a lot more stable. Logging in is a lot easier. I'm delighted to report that I have 3 gyms in my local area because I live near 3 parks. The boyfriend has installed it only so he can try and get more than I can, which is annoying because he commutes every day, so goes through a train station and his office is a fucking Pokestop. So he's just sitting there every 5 minutes going, ugh. And then I'm like, I'm in the suburbs. If I see a Weedle, it's a good day. So I need to go for a little bit of a walk with it, really. I have gone for a little bit of a walk. My local polling station was a Pokestop. The 3 gyms is quite handy, but obviously I need Pokestops to go with it. One of the gyms is next to a primary school, so that's really quite awkward. Just standing outside it with your phone. There's been a Kingler lurking around and an Abra just somewhere nearby, and I'm pretty sure there was also an extra rare bird, but I can't remember what the silhouette was. Oh, it was only a Fearow. Oh, well, fuck that. The big thing to talk about with it is the negative side, just because I assume quite a lot of you will be watching and playing it, So I may as well say it. There's been 1 or 2 cases where people have been robbed because people are using the Pokestops and going to them and waiting for kids to turn up. So if you are playing Pokemon Go, be responsible. Don't do what Hat Films did and go walking like clearly down dodgy areas. Shin did it as well. Like at least there was like 3 of them or 4 of them with Hat Films, but Shin was kind of on his own. Just bear it in mind if you're going to do it. Don't go out like too late at night. Know your local area and neighbourhood. Don't go wandering off, because we have had the reports of robbery. We had a girl who found a dead body in a river because she was on Pokemon Go and just wandered into it. Literally just out of her backyard, but still, like, people are going, oh, Pokemon Go. Just be a little bit responsible with it. Like, don't go, oh, there's an Eevee down there, I'm just going to walk into, like, a guarded area with some fucking dogs, which is what I almost did on Saturday. So just be a little bit careful if you are playing it, yeah? Don't be an idiot. The last thing anyone needs, especially your family, is you getting mugged or possibly stabbed by going into a rough part of town at a stupid time of night going to catch a Pokemons. So yeah, just be careful, kids, and also adults, because the behaviour I've seen from some adults with Pokemon is hilarious. Yeah, just don't be an idiot with it, I think is all I wanted to say. But I'd love for it to roll out in the UK this week, Nintendo, so I don't have to have some weird, untrusted thing on my iPhone in order to play your game that makes me like log in using 2-step authentication every freaking time. That would be nice, just putting it out there. Yeah, that would be nice. So I leave you with that, guys. I leave you with a plea to Nintendo to stop being dicks, or just to game developers in general. Just stop doing fucking regional locks on things. Just put it all out at the same time. It's a digital world. Just don't be silly. It just fucks everyone, yeah? Someone gets grumpy. If it's not Australia getting upset, it's America or us getting upset. So, you know, just sort it out, yeah? Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. You can also follow my Twitter for more active interactions, including non-video related content. Yeah, I think that's it. Don't forget what I said about like Q&As and suggestions for games. And yeah, just what are you guys doing for summer holidays? That's the question I'd like to know. Obviously, we're halfway through it now, I think. I don't know. God knows. But have you been anywhere cool? Oh yes, and what cool Pokemon have you caught? That's what I wanted to know as well. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to get involved in the comments, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.